Good evening, everyone, and Mazel Tov to you all. Tonight is your 20th birthday. 20 years ago, the year that this wonderful institution was established, I was in Israel for a trip, and Rabbi Gerlitzky met me in the street in Tel Aviv and told me that he is founding this yeshiva for advanced boys, and would like me to come and attend in Fabring with the Chevra. And I came that night, and I found a wonderful group of young men, and I thought that this is a wonderful cause. I sat for a while, and we covered many subjects at the time. Now, we are now in the midst of the days of Sfira, between second night of Pesach and Shavuos. And what I want to talk to you about is a discussion, a talk I had with the Rebbe during the days of Sfira about a matter pertaining to Sfira. It was a Tuesday before Lag BaOmer, 5 days before Lag BaOmer, and we were coming from the Ohel, the Rebbe and myself. And the Rebbe asked me sort of suddenly if it's possible to mint a coin that he will be able to give out to the participants in the large parade that will be walking by 770, the headquarters of Chabad, and the Rebbe's presence. And if we can mint a coin that he will be able to give to each of the children and the madrichim and madrichot. I told the Rebbe that we've never had such an experience. Kahut does a lot of printing, but books are not money. And I told the Rebbe, as soon as we get back to the office, I will begin inquiring what it entails. By the time I got back, the office was quite dark outside, and the offices and factories were closed. But Wednesday morning, I and several people on my staff started making calls to find out how do you create a coin. The earliest that a coin could be produced that the Rebbe would be able to give out would be 30 days. Well, Lag BaOmer was just 5 days away, and that was not going to work. So I sent the Rebbe a note. I didn't want to tell it to him personally because I felt very pained. I wrote him a note that it seems that it's the minimum time of the different factories we contacted was 30 days. And then Rebbe wrote a note back to me. And he writes that, Ashamti, it's my fault, the Rebbe says about himself, that I didn't think of this idea sooner. When my staff and I saw that the Rebbe was blaming himself, it just was not digestible. That was not acceptable at all. And we put our heads together, and we started making calls. We found out first what the process is. How do you create a coin? We found out the different processes. And we found people, independent people, who could take care of each of the details of the process. Artwork, we made ourselves. The language for both sides of the coin, we made ourselves, of course. And the people started working, each in their own place, in creating the molds, the different kinds of molds. Some had to dry for many hours. And Thursday, I was able to tell the Rebbe, I wrote the Rebbe a note, that Sunday morning before the parade, 10,000 coins will be delivered to 770 Eastern Parkway, not working on Shabbos. And the Rebbe responded with a blessing, unique in its kind. The next year was several weeks before Lag BaOmer, and the Rebbe asked me again, coming from the Ohel, if we can make a coin in honor of the Rebbe Marash. It's interesting to note that the only Rebbe from the Alter Rebbe on, the only one that the Rebbe wrote a biography of, Sefer HaToldos, was of the Rebbe Marash. And I told the Rebbe, of course, we will do it. But the Rebbe asked me a question, and I wasn't sure whether it was a rhetorical question that didn't need an answer, or he wanted to hear an answer from me. I didn't think he needed me to answer any of his questions. He asked me, what's the connection, though? He wants to give out the coins in honor of the Rebbe Marash on Lag BaOmer. What's the connection between Lag BaOmer and Beizir, the Rebbe Marash's birthday? I thought for a second, and I told the Rebbe taught us that when you tell Svira from the second day of Pesach till Shavuos, it's 49 days, each day has a corresponding Svira. Begins with Chesed Sheba Chesed, and then with Malchus Sheba Malchus after the 49th day. And the Rebbe taught us that Lag BaOmer, when you do it going from Pesach to Shavuos, the Svira is Hod Sheba Hod. When you count backwards, from Shavuos to Pesach, Hod Sheba Hod is Beis Iyah, the Rebbe Marash's birthday. So this is a very special day, Beis Iyah. I want to take the opportunity to bless you for each of you in your lives going forward. This institution it was a miracle for the city of Tel Aviv and for each of the students that have studied in this Meshad from 20 years ago till this day and going forward. God shall bless you with good shidduchim, those who are not married yet, and blessed with parnasa barachova, and God should answer all your prayers with whatever you pray and wish for, and only psuas tevis tomet kol hayomim.